Good morning, everybody. This is Ram from ER Campus Degree College, Palakkad. Today, explain about class, objects, and methods. Let's start class. The Java is the object-oriented programming language. The structure is nothing but the class. Class is created to the number of the object. The objects and methods combination of the class. Suppose class is the variables and methods. The combination of the variables and methods is nothing but the class. Okay. Variables is nothing but the fields. The same example, the same definition is the class. Class is the combination of fields and methods is nothing but the class. Okay. Next one, how to create it to the class. Okay. How to create it to the class. Syntax foundation. Class name. Class name. Begin with capital letter. Class name. Curly bracket open. Field declaration. Method declaration. Curly bracket opens. Suppose without class, no use. Okay. Suppose the first started field declaration. Okay. First one, field declaration. The data is encapsulation. You are created to the variable within block. Within what you created to the variable declaration using the field declaration. The variables is the instant of the variables. How to create it to the instant of the variables. Okay. Let's start. Class name student. This is the first character as capital letter student. Curly bracket open. Okay. Int S number. Char or string yes name curly bracket close. The yes number and yes name, this is the declaration of variables. You write the field declaration. Within body you write the variable declaration is nothing but field declaration. The variables are instant of the variables. Okay. Next, method declaration. Suppose you created to the class and data, it's not used. Suppose you created to the method, the success of the class. Okay. Now, how to create it to the method? Okay. Next, type method curly bracket open. Body of method curly bracket close. How to declare field declaration? How to declare method declaration? Both are used within one block. This is nothing but the class. Okay. The class is the best example. You construct the one building. You create it to the blueprint. After you start the work, that is the class. Class is nothing but blueprint. Okay. This is the created to the class. Compulsory use field declaration and method declaration. Next one, offset. Okay. Offset. Offset means instant of the class. that consist of the properties and task. Okay, suppose the class is the declared number of variables and declared to the variables, not a created to the memory allocation. Why? Because you are a created to the variable, you are a created to the object. Immediately, the memory allocation is the created. Okay, compulsory the object to use. Okay, next one, the syntax formation of object. Okay, the syntax formation of object. Class name is equal to object is equal to new. Next you write class name open bracket and close bracket. This is the syntax formation of object. Okay, next one, class name. That class name is student. Object name stu1. This is the object. New. You write the class name student. Semicolon. Okay. This is the class name. This is the reference of object. Reference. This is the new operator. This is the constructor. Okay. A reference, normal variable or reference variable. Normal variable, the data is stored. The value is stored in particular variable is nothing but normal variable. But reference variable means the reference means address. The address is the particular variable is nothing but reference variable. New means this is the created to the dynamic memory allocation. The new operator created to the dynamic memory allocation for only object. Okay, this is the total information about the syntax. But student, this is the class name, open parenthesis and closed parenthesis. This is the nothing but constructor. Okay, constructor. But the object, how to create object, that is the representation. While using object, the clear explanation before you write the class. Okay. Class student curly bracket open int s number string s name curly bracket close. You declare the object. The class name is student. The object name is stu1, new keyword, student, open parenthesis and close parenthesis. The variable, the object is the created memory allocation, stu1. S number is created to the memory. S name is created to the memory. Okay. The new is created to the total values and total memory allocation using the keyword. Dynamic memory allocation is created to the using. Next one, student. Student is the constructor. Constructor initialization of values using the object. Okay, the address is created using the object is nothing but the constructor. Okay, let's start. Suppose Same example, you write stu1, the object is the created, the memory allocation is the created, s number and s name. The values are initialization or not? S number is the not initialization value, s name not initialization value. Suppose the constructor store the values is null. Okay, let's start access member of the class. Access member of the class. Suppose I declare one object student. Let's start access member of class. Okay, student is class, object stu1 is equal to new student, open parenthesis and closing parenthesis semicolon. This is the created to the one object. Okay, the class student. Okay, int s number char s name curly bracket close. Okay, how to access the values using offset? The stu1 dot the variable s number is equal to 20, stu1 dot s name is equal to ram. Okay, the memory is created stu1, s number and s name. S number substitute the 20 value, s name substitute the RAM. Okay, this is the access member of the class. Okay, let's start constructor. Okay, let's start constructor. Constructor is the class. Don't return data type values. Don't return the data type. This is nothing but the constructor. How to create constructor? Okay, suppose class name constructor. Okay, class name object. Next one, you write new and class name. This is the constructor. Class name open bracket and closing bracket semicolon is nothing but the constructor. Okay, this is the example. Class name student, object stu1 new, class name means student, semicolon. Okay, next you write a small program. Okay, constructor, using the constructor, import java.io.asterisk. Okay, java.io.asterisk, the class equal to student, curly bracket open, int s number string s name. Okay, next public static void main. This is the main function. You write the arguments string arguments curly bracket open. You declare the constructor. You write the constructor class name student. Okay, student. Next one object stu1 equal to new student open parenthesis close parenthesis semicolon. After constructor you write the output statement system.out.println. System.out.println. Okay, alright, double quotation plus the object is stu1 dot, the variable is s number semicolon system.out.println plus stu1 dot yes name. Okay, the main method is closed after class is closed. This is the using constructor design on small program. How to execute it? The constructor don't return the values. Okay, initialization the values using the object only. Suppose the student initialization the value stu1.snumber stu1.sname, no values. Okay, the return null values. Null value is the right. Okay, suppose the assign the values you created to the constructor. Okay, how to create constructor and separate block and separate position and separate mathematical representation. Okay, I write the another example. The follow the rules. Same program I write. Import java.io.access. Okay, next you create class student curly bracket open, the field declaration int yes number, next string yes name. Okay, next created to the constructor student curly bracket open. Next initialization of value yes number is equal to 20. Next yes name you are created to rows. Okay, next you write main method public static void main. String arguments. Okay, next you create the object. How to create the class name student, Next object stu1 is equal to next new operator. The memory allocation is created, dynamic memory allocation is created. Next the constructor student constructor and class name is the same. Okay. Next one system.out.println. Okay. Let's stu1 dot s number. Next one system dot out dot println. stu1 dot s name. Okay, curly bracket close and curly bracket close. The using constructor created to the multiple variable initialization position, the constructor called to the value, substitute value in the display. Suppose the constructor student1 stu1 dot s number, the value in the display. stu1 dot s name, the value in the display. Okay, the output is stu1 20. Next one Raj. Okay, that is the total information about the constructor. Without arguments you are created. With arguments, okay, I write another program. Okay, listen. Same the student information, and after you write another constructor you are created. Another constructor you are created. Okay. Student with arguments string str comma int n, curly bracket open, s number store str. Next one s name store n value. Sorry, this is the string representation str. Int n str string variable declaration to the str. Okay, s number is equal to n, s name is equal to str. Okay, assign the values using. Next you are created to the main method public static void main string arguments. Curly bracket open. You declare the two methods. First one, student create the object stu1 is equal to the new operator. Write the constructor student. You are created to the another object. The another object is called to the parameters. Okay, I write another object. The student stu2 new student assign the value. You write the parameters. Okay, the parameters is 20. comma Shiva. Next one, system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. You write stu1 dot s number plus stu1 dot s name. Next, system dot out dot println. You write stu2 dot s number plus stu2 dot s name. Okay, after complete, class name is closed. This is the total using with arguments and without arguments, the constructor field. Okay, the first one, system dot out dot println stu1 s number. stu1 without arguments equal to student, s number is equal to 20. Sorry, s number is equal to 20. Next, stu1 dot s name is equal to Raju. That is the output. System dot out dot println stu2 student 20 comma Shiva. The with arguments call to this constructor. That 20 s and n value substitute this location. S number is 20. Next one, another value is Shiva stored to the str. Str substitute the s name. The value is Shiva. Okay, this is the total information about the constructor. Next one, method overloading. Suppose I tell me about the C programming language. You are created to the multiple functions and you are created to the multiple statements and you are created to the multiple instructions is nothing but the program. This program you are using to the multiple functions, but the multiple functions, same functions is not accepted to the C programming language. Suppose method overloading. The same functions is not accepted to the C programming language. Add, open bracket and close bracket. Same, the add int a comma int b. Both are same. The same functions are same executed to the output, but same functions is not accepted to C programming language. But Java programming language, same methods, same functions and without arguments is accepted. That is the method. Java is the same name and a different data. Parameters is nothing but method overloading. You write the small program. Okay, first import Java io.asterisk. This is the import section. You write class name ABC, curly bracket open. Okay, you declare the method while display this is the nothing but method declaration, curly bracket open, system.out.println, system.out.println. println open parenthesis display. Curly bracket close. Another method is created in display int n. Okay, without arguments. This is the nothing but with arguments. System dot out dot println. Okay, you display and value. Curly bracket close. Okay, the class is the close. Next, you create the class this is the method overloading method, curly bracket open. Okay, next you write public static void main, static void main, public static void main. Okay, string arguments. Okay, next you create it to the object. Okay, the class name is ABC, the object name is OBJ is equal to new and ABC open parenthesis and closing parenthesis semicolon. You created to the one object without arguments. Next you are created to the another object ABC. OBJ1 is equal to new ABC open parenthesis. You are write the another value is 20. This is with arguments. Okay. Next one, OBJ dot. The first method is display. Display open parenthesis and closing parenthesis semicolon. The method is called, the statement is the display using this method. Next, ABC1 dot display. Open parenthesis and closing parenthesis and semicolon. After completed the process, curly bracket is closed. Okay, this is the total information about the method overloading. Okay, you are created to the one method without arguments. The statement is the display. You are created to the another method and using parameters, and after statement is executed. Okay, the assigning the values, assigning the method is the call to the backing process. Okay, that is the total information about the method overloading. Okay, next one. Next one, static member. Static members. The class is called two sections. The first section is declared to the variable. The second section is declared to the method. Okay. You are using the variables and methods is nothing but instant variables and instant methods. Okay. You are created to the static declaration. Static. The variable declaration int x. The static declaration. Second one, static method is the declaration, and the variable declaration you are using static. Thus, this is the variable and method. Static variable and static method is the declaration. Suppose the static variables and static methods are class variables and class methods. You are created to the static variable and the static class, static variables and static methods without using object declaration. Okay, that is the total information about the static members. Next one, next method. Next one, nesting method and next method. Next method, the next method called using name by another method saving to the class is nothing but the nested method. Suppose you are related to the class is nesting. This is the class name, nesting. The variable declaration int m comma n. Okay. Next, the constructor is created. Nesting. This is the constructor. You are using parameters int x and int y. This is the constructor. You are write m is equal to x and n is equal to y. The constructor is created after you are declared one method int large. The method is declared. Next you write if m greater than n. If m greater than n, the condition is satisfied. Return m value, else the condition is not satisfied. Return n value. Okay. Next one, void display. This is the another method. You are created to this method called to the another method. This method is called to the another method. Class is the saving is nothing but the nested method. Next method or nested method. Suppose you write int answer is equal to largest. Okay. Next one. System.out.println. System.out.println. Okay. The largest element is answer. Okay. The one method called to another method. The class is the saved is nothing but the nested method. After you are aggregated to the class using total information, this is the small example. Write the nested method program. Okay. Thank you.